Alright, folks, another video. Okay, this one's going to be about how we are completely losing our society to complete moral and societal decay. I just seen that video of in New York City, all those black folks were throwing freaking water on cops and throwing buckets at their heads. And this is wrong, man. This is wrong. There's no reason for that. What are you doing? What the fuck is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people? You know? Today it's fucking water. Tomorrow it's buckets of fucking paint. And the next day it's buckets of fucking acid or gasoline or something. Are you kidding me? And the way those cops just walked through there and didn't do shit. Yeah. Try that shit with cops in Mississippi or Texas or Louisiana or Florida or whatever else. It only happens in these liberal states. You ever notice that? There's a lot of reasons for that. Obama's the one that planted all these anti-cop fucking seeds. It started all this rhetoric. It started with that Michael Brown thing with the hands up, don't shoot bullshit that's been proven to be a lie. And now this narrative has been going around like, even some of these people are calling them race soldiers. Race soldiers? Well, if a black cop pulled me over, I would not look at him like a race soldier. He's a police officer. Period. End of story. It's just sad and despicable, but that's the leadership you have in New York City with progressive lunatics. There's many other reasons for it, man. Many other reasons for why our society is getting so violent and getting so crazy and getting so completely insane. Yep, love my beer. Ice cold beer, nothing beats it. Okay, let's look at where kind of a so-called origin. Back when I was a kid, for example, I was a kid in the 70s. I was a teenager in the 80s. Well, we had, in the 80s, what did we have? We had Jason and Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger and Leatherface and so on and so forth. And they were gory and they were scary and all that, but it wasn't so absolutely fucking visceral and extremely freaking graphic. For example, take the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. I'll use that one. The original made back in 1974, the granddaddy of them all. There's actually very little blood and gore in that movie. It was all just based on macabre insanity rather than blood and like graphic fucking shit. In fact, the only time you ever seen a chainsaw hit anybody on camera was Leatherface himself, when that black truck driver smashed him in the face with a friggin' wrench. And he fell back and the chainsaw landed on his leg. But it was only for like a second and the camera looked away. You know what I mean? And now what do we got? We got this, like, the Saw series. What do they have, the Saw 27 now? Are they still going with those? I don't know. I stopped watching after the first one. I gotta relight this cigarette again. Because now they added toxic chemicals to make him go out to kill us even faster. But anyway, when you watch that series, I mean, compare Jason, like, my shirt displays, which by the way this is, no lives matter. Because Jason was an indiscriminate killer. You know, he was an equal opportunity murderer. He didn't give a fuck who you were. You could be black, white, Asian, Hispanic, old, and he didn't care. If you went to Crystal Lake, you got slaughtered. Period. Even though it's all fictional shit. But let's get back to reality. We see what's happening with how the media and Hollywood is making this shit. We get back to that Saw series, man. Putting people in these freaking ridiculous torture devices with explicit, graphic freaking torture and horrifying agony and suffering just for the sake of explicit, horrible torture and suffering. That's it. It's for just strictly shock value. It's almost like porno. And that's what it is. And like I said a minute ago, I seen the first Saw movies, or the first Saw movie with Danny Glover and whatnot. Now, forcing some guy to cut his own fucking leg off. You got some woman in a device where there's 12 fucking shotguns pointing at her, and the device you're wearing is gonna go off in like 12 minutes. The key to unlock the device is like in the stomach of the man next to you who's pinned down, and forcing him to fucking cut the guy's fucking stomach open to get the key. Are you kidding me? Why are you making movies like this? Why? Societal decay. It's ridiculous. Another example is, I forgot the name of the series. I don't even know if it's still going. There was some TV show about Satan, the devil himself, takes the form of a human and walks the earth, trying to get people to do despicable, evil, dastardly, horrible acts. Well, why? Why make a series like that? Why not do the opposite? Why not make a series where Jesus comes down and takes the form of a human and walks the earth, encouraging people to do good and to go look after a homeless veteran or some homeless person, or go to a shelter somewhere and encourage people to empower and make people better. What is wrong with that? The reason is because perversion and graphic, fucking horrible evil, well, that sells. It's kind of ironic how these celebrities sometimes get up and they protest violence and pornography and all that stuff, but then they make the most despicable movies full of violence and pornography. They're the biggest fucking hypocrites, these Hollywood weirdos. Now, another aspect I want to go back to is when I was a kid. Oh, these school shootings. Let's get on that. Where we're talking about societal decay. Well, when I was a kid, we had cartoons called, I grew up I was a kid in the 70s and a teenager in the 80s. But when I was a kid, I grew up watching like the Hanna-Barbera type cartoons. Had the really rotten races and catch the pigeon, and all that kind of stuff. And they were funny, and they were cool. You had Dick Dastardly and his dog Muttley. Every time his plans were foiled, he was all... Those are cool, man. But now, what do kids watch now? Oh, wait, I'm jumping the gun. We also had Tom and Jerry when I was a kid. We also had the Looney Tunes and Warner Brothers, Bugs Bunny, Yosemite Sam, and so on and so forth. And Donald Duck and all that stuff. But they were all taken off the air because they were deemed too violent. Yet, back in those days, when I was a kid, we didn't have school shootings. We didn't have this push of homosexuality and transgenderism on children in schools. But these cartoons were somehow detrimental. Now you got kids these days, well, talking to a fucking sponge. A sponge. SpongeBob SquarePants. Are you kidding me? Seriously? When I was a kid, at least we had He-Man and G.I. Joe. At least you had the Super Friends Legion of Doom. Remember that? and the Legion of Doom, the thing looked like Darth Vader. Their base looked like Darth Vader's fucking helmet. But school shootings were unheard of. This transgender thing was unheard of. Why the explosion of it now? Ask yourselves that question. Ask yourselves that and think about it. It's, like I say, societal decay. Complete societal decay. There's no morals anymore. There's basically people that are fucking animals that are getting pregnant and are raising animals and raising them as animals. And a lot of them grow up in horrible environments. Horrible, terrible environments with perversion and profanity. And they know how to shake the ass and twerk the ass before they even know who the hell Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was. That's important, though, I guess. I'm going on 11 minutes now. That's enough. I've made my points. It's just sad where we're going. I hope we're not past the point of no return. We're like a roller coaster. The car's going up, going up, going up, and before it goes over that pivot point, it goes down, and there's no coming back. Now, I hope we're not there yet. I hope we can, so to speak, redeem our society. I think it's possible. I keep a little optimism there. But I worry about our country. All right. That's enough. God bless y'all, and I love y'all, and have a good night. Bye.